If you want to build generational wealth for you and your family, and you want to set your future up, and you want to be successful, then you need to look into and open these 4 accounts right here. And I'm going to explain why. So, a little backstory before we get started. My name is Chase. I'm 21 years old, full-time garbage man. I have over $32,000 invested. I have a fully funded emergency fund, fully paid off vehicle, and I live completely on my own with no stress. I never have to worry about getting paid. And a big part of it is a big part of it is due to these 4 accounts, because my money's actually working for me and I'm able to keep my money a lot more organized. And yeah, I've watched my money grow significantly since opening these 4 accounts, and that's why they're so important. So I'm going to kind of go over each of them and explain why each one is so important. The first one, your checkings account. Everybody probably already has a checking account. If you don't, then you probably don't have a bank account yet, and you probably should get one. But your checking account, I like to think of it as my cash flow account. My direct deposit comes in, so that money that comes in, and then money goes out, right? Goes to my savings, goes to my expenses. But let's talk more about the checking. So it should only be for your monthly expenses. So your bills, your groceries, subscriptions, that should be what your checking account is used for. You're basically your daily spending. We're not keeping a ton of money in here to grow, because it's not going to grow in your checkings account, or honestly a regular savings account. It's not going to grow. So I personally like to keep about a month's worth of expenses in my checking account, and then I also like to have a little extra $100 to $200 buffer in there to basically, if something unexpected pops up, like a subscription got raised in price that I don't know about, well, now I have the extra $100, $200. But yeah, you just got to change the way that you think about your checking account. There shouldn't be a whole lot of money sitting in there. That should be spread out into the other 3 accounts that I'm about to talk about. And yeah, so let's get into the second account. The second account, your HYSA, that stands for High Yield Savings Account. Why is a high yield savings account so important? Well, unlike a regular savings account, a high yield savings account actually is going to make you money. It's going to keep up with inflation. Average high yield savings account probably makes 3 to 4% annually, and that pretty much just keeps up with inflation. It's not going to, generate you a ton of wealth, but it is going to keep up with inflation. High yield savings account is easy to get your money out of. You just take it out of there and transfer it back into your bank if you ever need it. Personally, what I think a high yield savings account should be used for, and what I think you should use it for, is an emergency fund. Now, real quick, emergency fund only for emergencies, right? We are not using this money at all. Minimum, you should have $1,000 in there, because you never know what might come up. Only emergencies. You might need a new part for your car because your car's broken, you can't drive it. Well, now you have the $1,000 sitting in there, so you can use it. But you're going to let your money sit in this account and grow, right? Minimum $1,000. Personally, I have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. And that is what I recommend everybody has. 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, just in case an emergency happens, like you lose your job. Well, you can go to your high yield savings account, take your money out, and you can basically use it as basically you can use it while you're looking for another job. So that is why high yield savings account is so important, because it keeps up with inflation and it is easy to access in case of an emergency. The third account that you need to definitely 100% most definitely have is a retirement account, and there's actually 2 here: your 401k and your Roth IRA. I personally use both of these to the fullest, to my advantage. Your 401k, a little bit about that. Everybody probably knows what a 401k is. Most people are probably putting money into a 401k if they know it or not. But if you don't know, a lot of employers actually match up to a certain amount in your 401k, which is pretty much free money. So you need to take full advantage of that. Ask your employer or whoever you're working for if they're matching your 401k. Ask if you could change your contribution so that you're actually getting, basically, so you're getting the full benefit of basically getting free money. So you definitely need to do your research and ask around. Make sure that you're using your 401k to your biggest advantage. The next one is a Roth IRA. I use this one. I have maxed my Roth IRA out for the last 2 years. And why is a Roth IRA so important is because that money, all the money that you put in, basically, first of all, it's an investment account, right? But why a Roth IRA is so important is because it grows tax-free over time. So when you turn 59 and a half, you can actually pull your money out of your Roth IRA 100% tax-free. You don't get taxed on any of it. Do your research before you invest in a Roth IRA. Know what to invest in. There's people out there, I've seen it online. There's literally people out there who open a Roth IRA, don't actually buy any stocks or mutual funds or ETFs or any of that, and they think that their money's just going to automatically grow. It won't. You have to actually learn and know how to invest and what to invest in. And I mean, yeah. Start early too, right? With your Roth IRA and 401k. Start early because compound interest is going to be your best friend over time. The last account that I want to get into is your brokerage account. This is where you are going to basically invest and build wealth outside of retirement, money that you can basically use whenever. Why a brokerage account is also so important, well, I already said actually, it's because you can invest outside of retirement. You don't have to wait till you're 60 to 65 to be able to actually open and take out your money. You know what I mean? So again, know how to invest, know what to invest in, do your research. Personally, I'm only invested in 2 ETFs right now, and in a single stock. I'm invested in VOO, QQQM, and then Exxon Mobil, which is an oil company, because I'm sure everybody has heard what's going on around the world. So, I mean, if the price of oil goes up, the stock will go up too. So that's why I'm invested in that right now. But, yeah, just, you also have to realize it's a long-term game. You know, it's not going to get you rich quick. It's going to get you rich for sure in the long run. And, I mean, yeah. Also, these number 3 and number 4, your retirement account and your brokerage account, on average, over the last 100 years, and this is a real fact, they average 8 to 12% annually. Some years will be up, some years will be down, but they average 8 to 12%. So, for example, let's think. This is also why it's important to start early, because I'm going to show you in this example. If you start when you're 20 and you invest $100 a month versus when you're 30 and you invest $100 a month, by the time you're 65, if you get an average annual return of like 12%, 10%, you're looking at $1 million versus like 400,000, you know? So starting as early as you can is very important in these last 2 accounts. But yeah, that is kind of how I sort my money, organize my money, is through these 4 accounts right here. They are all very useful. If you want to know more about any of these, I would definitely do your research, especially these last 2, because you don't want to I would say be careful in what you invest in these last 2. Go for ETF, like good mutual funds. Go for good mutual funds. Look at what has performed well over the last, 50 to 100 years. Look at what mutual funds have performed well, what stocks have performed well, and honestly just use those, right? Just start simple, and then as you learn more, you can get more into it. But if all your money is sitting in one account, you're making a big mistake, because you're actually just basically losing money over time, right? If you got your money in a normal savings account, you're pretty much just losing the value of all your money. So definitely open these 4 accounts. It's going to help you build generational long-term wealth for you, for your kids, for their kids, even potentially. And yeah, start early. Compound interest is your best friend, especially when you're young. Start early and watch your money work for you. It's basically going to become like an employee to you. So that's pretty much all I got. I appreciate everybody for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment if you have any of these accounts already, and if you don't have any, definitely open them because they're really going to help. And yeah, appreciate you guys all for watching the video.